Hi everybody, it's Peter Ling here from the Secret Betting Club. I'm just recording this behind the scenes video about how the new value machine product actually works. We've teamed up with Kieran Ward, who is now offering the value machine, which is based on his very successful morning value service, which enables you to tailor when and how you want to bet and pick out the selections at a time that's convenient for you. So once you subscribe to the value machine, you're provided with a login and password. You enter those details, and once you've logged in, this is the screen that you'll be presented with. Just to quickly recap on how the value machine actually works, it cross-references all the odds for every particular horse on any given day versus the odds that the value machine identifies that each horse should be. And where there's value, it notifies you. So let's say, for example, there's a horse that the value machine believes should be priced at 9-2. If in the betting market you can get 6-1, well, that's a value price. 6-1 on a 9-2 shot. If you continue to bet on those odds, you will make a profit. And that's effectively the value machine in a nutshell. Every morning at around 7 a.m., Kieran loads up the odds for every particular horse that are racing that day. And so when you run the value machine, it cross-references the latest odds against those value prices that Kieran's put forward and identifies those value selections. Okay, so once you've logged into the value machine, this is the screen here is the actual value machine in operation. But before we get into that, I'm going to show you how you can tailor the value machine to suit your preferences. So that's a simple option through the settings tab. And we've got three different options here available to us. The first one relates to the price range. So if you want to choose a minimum or a maximum price for the odds that you want to bet at, you can just simply check this box and enter the different odds in decimal format. Here, I've chosen a minimum price of 3, which is 2-1, and a maximum price of 11, which is 10-1. Some of you might want to bet at larger odds, so I know the value machine does very well between 10-1 and 20-1, for example. So it does pump out more selections, and obviously you need to have a bigger betting budget if you're working at higher odds. But yeah, that flexibility is open to you. For the purposes of this example, I'm going to stick to my minimum and maximum price here. Moving on to bookmakers. Now this is where you can choose the bookmakers that you have available to you. There's little point in choosing, say, 188bet as an option if you don't have the ability to bet with 188bet. So you can even choose all bookmakers, or like I've done here, I've selected 7 different of the major firms that I conceivably have accounts with for this particular example that I want to run the value machine. So the value machine will only pump out a bet if it's available with at least 2 of these bookmakers. And I say 2 because on this next option, with the minimum value bookmakers here, you can actually choose if you want 1 bookmaker to at least offer the price, 2, 3, 4, however many. You can simply check this and adjust as you please. I want at least 2 bookmakers because I'm going to spread my stakes across 2 different bookies in this instance. And the final option available to you is the maximum number of selections in any given race. Sometimes the value machine picks up 2 to 3 different bets in one particular race. But if you don't want to have that option, you can choose that to be capped at a maximum of 1 or 2, however many you feel suits you. I'm going to leave that option open. I'm happy to bet more than 1 horse in any given race. So there are my settings for this particular iteration of the value machine, and I'm going to actually run the value machine itself now. So go back to the selections tab. Here I can choose if I want to run the value machine for all the day's races, the afternoon races, the evening races, any particular race meetings. So there are 5 race meetings today, or if I just want to run it across one particular race itself. I'm happy to bet in all of them, so I'm just going to choose the all races button and I'll click that. So here we go, the value machine is whirred away and it's found 4 bets that meet my betting criteria. First one, Magic Dancer, is available at 10 with Paddy Power, BetVictor and Betfair Sportsbook. So again, I've got a minimum of at least 2 bookmakers offering the odds of 10. Rhaegar has got 2 bookmakers offering odds of 3 to 2-1. Real Plaza is available generally. So effectively, that's maybe with 4, 5 or more bookmakers. So there's going to be very little problem obtaining those odds. And finally, we've got Taracom. It's available at 9-2 with 4 bookmakers. So there should be no issue obtaining the prices for any of these particular bets. The other good function of the value machine is the ability to record each bet that you place. So it's a good ledger and a good spreadsheet, if you will, for keeping a record of your performance. To do that, all I need to do is choose this Add button to the right of each selection, and as I click on Add, you can see it's being added to my Today's Bets Added tab. This is basically a record of all the bets you've placed, with the ability to copy and output it into Excel, CSV, PDFs, or even print out each selection if you prefer. I can also tailor and adjust the odds. So let's say, for example, I didn't actually back it with Paddy Power Magic Dancer. I placed that bet with Sky Bet, and I didn't actually get 10. I actually got, let's say, 11. That was on offer. And I can adjust my record as I see fit. If I choose and change my mind, I can also delete any particular bet. And so that's that. That's effectively how easy it is to run the value machine. So you can run this at different times of the day, and it will identify different value bets based on the live odds in the current market. And you can run it whenever you please. You can log in, so it's from 7 a.m. You can log in and run the value machine at the time that suits you. So that's the value machine in a nutshell. Hopefully it's helped to explain exactly how it works. If you do have any other questions, drop me a line, info@secretbettingclub.com. But that's all for now, and thank you very much for listening.